Hi everybody and welcome back to Andrew Discusses, the video series where we talk about something interesting that kind of pops into my head from time to time and discuss it here in the comments section. But anyway, let's get into this one. I'm still working on a decent intro. Anyway, today I want to discuss one of my all-time favorite superheroes ever. The one that I was so pissed off that they killed off. The one that I swear is a role model for a lot of people that want to build some cool stuff. I'm talking, of course, about Iron Man. And no, I'm not going to be talking about Iron Man's alcoholism. The comics wouldn't touch it. The Marvel movies wouldn't touch it. I'm not going to touch it. Well, actually, there was a comic that did touch it, but I didn't read that comic, and honestly, I'm still not touching it. Because I'm looking at Iron Man, the suit, the character, not Tony Stark, even though they're technically one and the same. Though not technically, because apparently in the comics, James Rhodes did pilot the Iron Man suit once. And then there was also the whole sentient suit, and well, Pepper had a version, but that was called Rescue Armor or something, and then there was also Riri Williams, who's the new Iron Man in a way. It was Ironheart, I think. And yeah, no. I'm talking about Iron Man, my favorite Marvel character, my all-time favorite superhero. Why is Iron Man my favorite superhero? Well, honestly, it's for two very good reasons. One, he is an adaptable superhero. He's one of those superheroes that, here's a massive issue that's plaguing mankind. All hell's about to break loose. Okay, so what do I need for this situation? He's literally an entire team of superheroes in one, provided the arc reactor holds out on the suit. You have the ability to have multiple armor pieces. I mean, he has so many armors, it isn't funny. You're taking on a mythical dragon. I have an armor for that. There's a massive earthquake that's ripping the ground asunder. I have an armor for that. There is a massive meteorite headed straight for the earth, half the size of Texas. I have an armor for that. Gravity monster, I have an armor for that. Water monster, I have an armor for that. There is an entire robotic force hell-bent on enslaving the earth. I have an armor for that. Iron Man has an armor for almost any situation that could ever come up. And that's the one thing that I always liked about Iron Man's character. It's multiple adaptability. I mean, figure it this way. I've constantly complained that you can see the differences plainly, mind you, between DC and Marvel with their superheroes, especially the base members of the Justice League versus the base members of the Avengers, with Captain America pretty much being the Superman of the Avengers and Iron Man being the Batman. But the only difference is between those is that with Batman, okay, yeah, he's smart. He also got a shit ton of daddy's money, and he has other people build his shit for him. Iron Man, on the other hand, oh, well, Iron Man's smart, born genius. He also has a lot of daddy's money, but he builds his own shit. Yeah! He doesn't outsource his crap to other companies. You know, like Batman would have Lucius Fox build a lot of his gadgets. Nope. Tony Stark built his own shit. He built his own suit of armor to escape the terrorists that held him hostage. He built the suit of armor that basically keeps him alive. He built the weapon system for the suit of armor by refining it and fixing it. He experimented with it so many times and perfected it time in and time out, again and again, ad infinitum. I'm still pissed that his character had to die, though, in Endgame, because I did not think that was fair. Oh, sure, he went out like a badass, I won't lie about that, but I still don't think it was fair. It wasn't exactly a justifiable death. Oh, here, Iron Man's gonna die, but yet Captain America gets to live. Captain America, who basically did nothing, got to live out a peaceful retirement for the rest of his natural life, showing up after taking back the one stone through the time vortex, blah, blah, blah. He's an old man now and gives Falcon his shield. Yay! Continuity can just go beep itself, right? I'm still pissed off about that. Mostly for the fact that we seriously could have gotten another Iron Man movie. I mean, there were still a couple plot lines that we could have went down. We could have looked at, I don't even want to think about it, but You figure we could have like an entire, like the Iron Legion going nuts. Uh, you know, Superior Iron Man with his symbiotic suit. We could have had so many ideas that could have came out of this. At least one or two more movies, at least. We could have had standalone ones, but no, we have to kill off Iron Man because we're moving on to the next phase of the MCU. Fine. Screw the MCU then at this point. Look, as far as I'm concerned, you don't got Iron Man, you're not Marvel anymore, okay? You're basically just a bunch of costumed people running around playing superhero, okay? He was the only bona fide superhero in the group. That's how it goes. That's as far, in all honesty, for me, that's where I stand at this. He was basically the only bona fide hero in the group. You can tell me, oh, but Captain America was a hero. Yeah, Captain America was a hero, sure. And he was frozen in a block of ice. Yeah, we'll go with that. Spider-Man's a hero. Technically, he's a vigilante, but sure, we'll go with that. Well, Thor is a god. Next. Black Widow was an assassin. Next. Hawkeye, still technically an assassin. Next. Yeah, that's the main point here. Iron Man was the only bona fide hero. He was the only one that saw an evil in the world and set out to right it. And he did it his way, with his own technology, not somebody else's. He didn't use a vibranium shield given to him by the people that he worked for. He didn't use arrows, again, given to him by the people that he worked for. He didn't use a super soldier serum and exposed to gamma radiation to turn into something, again, by the people that he worked for. Although, with the Hulk, that was more or less an accident from the people that he worked for, but still, same concept, I guess. But Iron Man worked on his own stuff. He built his own suits of armor. He built his own weapon systems. Hell, he had the best AI ever, and even the second best AI ever in Friday. You figure he had Jarvis. Jarvis was, without a doubt, the best addition to Iron Man ever. Iron Man is technically nothing without Jarvis. Though I will admit, Friday is one hell of a good AI assistant, and it's one that can grow on you, if you let it. I mean, she is pretty good. But still, I miss Jarvis. But Jarvis became Vision. Yeah, don't even get me started on Vision. Look, I'm not a huge fan of Vision, okay? As far as I'm concerned, Vision sucks. Yeah, Vision sucks, okay? I said it. Vision sucks. But no, Iron Man was his own hero. He was a bona fide hero. He built his own stuff. And that's, I mean, I'm not going to get off that point. I mean, every single one of the Avengers either had something that was created by somebody else and given to them. Iron Man created his own stuff. Thor's hammer was created by other people and then given to him. He didn't go down there and craft it himself. Mjolnir was given to him. Even Beta Ray Bill's hammer was given to him. So many things. And the same goes for the DC side, too, if you even want to go on that side. I mean, Wonder Woman's lasso of truth was given to her. Her sword was given to her by the gods. You have Green Lantern. His ring was given to him by the Guardians of Oa. The Flash, well, he had superpowers that were given to him by a lab accident. Although technically that one you could consider just general superpower like Spider-Man, but still. Let's see, what other ones we got here? Going through my mind here. Cyborg, body was given to him after his was damaged. Let's see, what else we got here? Shazam, powers were given to him. I mean, technically that's true. Powers were given to him. That's what made him a hero, is that his powers were given to him. Aquaman, that's a gray area, I guess you could say, in a way. But yeah, still, Iron Man at least had the tech. He built it himself. But the other superheroes, their shit was given to them. Oh, here, Captain America, have this shield. It's made of vibranium. It's perfect for you. Oh, here, Hawkeye, have some arrows and a bow. You'll love this. Here you go. Thor, here's a hammer. Hulk, get pissed off. Here's an energy drink. You'll probably need that in a few minutes. Let's see what else we got. Oh, hey, Agent Romanoff, here's some gauntlets, some suits, and a really neat piece of spandex that might help you look good and move around a little faster. I don't know. I mean, that's the whole gist of it. Their powers were given to them. I can even throw War Machine in this technically because his suit was somewhat given to him, but it depends upon which continuity you look at. If you're going from the Marvel MCU movies, well, Rhodey pretty much went in there, and as Nick Fury said, wait a minute, you mean to tell me that the brother came in there and kicked your ass and took the suit? Yeah, that's pretty much what he did. Except for the fact that Tony Stark let him do it because he had to basically come up with a contingency plan. He knew he was dying from it was palladium poisoning. So he knew he was dying from the palladium poisoning. He had to come up with a backup plan just in case it took over and he couldn't do anything. He knew Rhodey would be the next best logical help. He probably had instructions for Jarvis, upon my death, upload yourself to Rhodey's suit. I guarantee it, he had a contingency plan just in case. Rhodey would have access to all the Stark tech, but no, of course, Rhodey went with Hammer tech. Yeah, I'm gonna bust his bunker with the ex-wife. Yeah, that didn't do shit, did it, against Whiplash? Yeah, no, that did nothing. But then you figure, okay, Rhodey would then be considered he got his powers given to him because, oh look, you're the Iron Patriot now. Yeah, it's basically a suit that I gave you. You know, to make up for the one that you stole from me. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. There's just so many issues that I have with superheroes that aren't technically superheroes. I mean, in my opinion, if you're going to be a superhero, there's one of two categories you fall under. Either you have naturally born abilities that make you superhuman, i.e. super strength, super speed, super intellect, things that normal humans can't have access to. So that would mean Superman and Tony Stark would technically qualify as heroes. Or you get into an accident that gives you superpowers, like the Flash, Spider-Man, the Hulk. Those I would consider superpowers that were given by a lab accident. So technically, you were at the right place at the right time. You may have thought it was a horrible idea, but hey, now you're a superhero. Go out, save the world. Or you're born with it. Like I said, Superman, Iron Man. I'll even throw all the X-Men in there, too. You know, like Storm, Wolverine, Professor Xavier, all those. I'll throw all of them in that list then, too. But that's my entire point. Iron Man, at least, had the technology. He built it with his super intellect. He built it with his genius mind. He figured out the solution and came up with a contingency to work around it. Therefore, he was, in fact, though, the best superhero. He's technically the only superhero in the entire Avengers. He was the only one. The only one that actually had powers. The only one that actually used his powers to make his powers work better. He has super intellect. Okay, but what does that mean? Is he going to be able to handle himself in a fight? Well, not up against giant fucking robots, so I need to build a suit of armor that can whoop ass and take names. Of course I'm going to make one, because I have a super intellect, which I can use to make a suit of armor, and then bam, baby, I am Iron Man. The suit and I are one. Yeah. I mean, think of it this way. He had to get okay, now granted, in the second movie, he kind of had to get a nudge to build the upgraded suit and to cure his problem of the palladium poisoning with the new element, but still, you do have to realize that every up and down has some bad things that happen. But still, I get highly annoyed at the fact that people just keep looking down at Iron Man. Okay, he was an alcoholic, sure. But that's just part of who Tony Stark was. When he's Iron Man, he's all business, baby! And now, granted, like I said, I haven't read every single Iron Man comic ever made, so of course I'm probably putting my foot in my mouth. And I'm sure somebody in the comment section would love to tell me I'm putting my foot in my mouth. But still, it is what it is. I mean, in all honesty, you do have the ups and downs of, hey, look, here's this really cool idea for a superhero. Well, what is it? Well, the superhero has super intellect and builds his own stuff. I mean, hell, Gear from Static Shock pretty much did the same thing. After he was exposed to the Bang Baby gas and it had the delayed reaction of... Man, I love people that drive like that. When he was exposed to the Bang Baby gas and had the delayed reaction, basically, he became sort of like Tony Stark. He would build his own stuff. He built backpack. He built the roller skates that acted as jet shoes. He built all the little gadgets and everything else. He was even doing it prior to that, just in a smaller, less toned down degree. But after he suddenly became super genius, hey, all doors were open then. But that's just it. You have powers that were basically gifted to you. Now, his were technically a delayed reaction because of what had happened to Virgil, but still, it counts. He got powers via an accident. He didn't go there huffing the stuff right after Virgil got out of it. He wasn't putting his nose up against Virgil's body going, give me some of that bang baby gas, man. No, he was pretty much just drenched in the gas because Virgil's clothes reeked of it. That's all it was. I mean, hell, in all honesty, unless Virgil did his own laundry, his father or sister could possibly have been exposed to it somehow, and it's just waiting and laying dormant inside their bodies. Who knows? But that just leads me back to what I said. Iron Man is a de facto superhero, and he is my favorite superhero. He's constantly able to figure out a situation. He has adaptability to be able to adapt to the situation regardless of how bad it is. And he's constantly able to come up with a solution 100% of the time that'll work. I mean, look, he built a freaking Hulkbuster armor literally to deal with the Hulk that, in essence, can also have the strength of the Hulk. If the thing was built to handle the Hulk, that means it's as strong as the Hulk. Right? Which means that, hey, here's a really cool idea. All of a sudden, let's just say, I'm just going to spitball this here. You know, the Hulk's busy. Or, oh my god, Banner's been knocked unconscious and the Hulk's worthless. Oh crap, what do we do? Hey, Stark, bring us the Hulkbuster. Boom! Hulkbuster suit, Hulkbuster strength. Basically, slightly watered down Hulk, but still all the same. It's the same concept. He built every single thing, contingency after contingency, and he has adaptability for any situation. Iron Man is de facto the best superhero ever, and I dare anybody out there to tell me otherwise. Iron Man is always going to be my favorite Marvel character, and even though Marvel's MCU killed him off, I will still always be a fan of Iron Man. But let me know in the comment section below what you think. You think Iron Man's a superhero? Do you think he's not really a superhero? What was your favorite superhero growing up? Let me know. Or what's your favorite superhero now? Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been Andrew Discusses.